Greetings from Edu Aspirants, our YouTube channel to ace academics, competitive exams, entrance exams, as also for enrichment of knowledge. In the series of our videos on India, this is the 21st chapter, and in this chapter, this is the fourth video on law and justice. Enforcement agencies. The police force is responsible for maintenance of public order and prevention and detection of crimes in a country. Public order and police being state subjects under the Constitution of India, police is maintained and controlled by states. States also maintain their own armed police and have separate intelligence branches, crime branches, etc. Police setup in big cities like Delhi, Kolkata, Mumbai, etc. is directly under a commissioner of police who enjoys magisterial powers also. The central government maintains Central Police Forces, Intelligence Bureau (IB), Central Bureau of Investigation (CBI), training institutions for police officers, and forensic science institutions to assist the states in gathering intelligence, in maintaining law and order, in investigating special crime cases, and in providing training to the senior police officers of the state governments. A. Indo-Tibetan Border Police. These are the central police forces maintained by the Government of India at the central level. It was raised with headquarters in New Delhi in 1962 with 4 battalions under an integrated guerrilla intelligence fighting force. This was after the Indochina War, which forced India to initiate the ITBP. Today, ITBP guards 3,488 kilometers of India-China border and manning 173 border outposts, BOPs, at altitudes ranging from 9,000 to 18,750 feet in the western, middle and eastern sector of the Indo-China border along the Himalayas, from Karakoram Pass in Ladakh to Chechepla in Arunachal Pradesh. 8 ITBP battalions are deployed in Maoist affected areas of Chhattisgarh. The force has 5 frontier headquarters, 14 sector headquarters, 56 service battalions, 2 DM battalions, 4 specialized battalions and 14 training centers. So these 2 DM is Disaster Management Battalion. ITBP is a mountain trained force and most of the officers and men are professionally trained mountaineers and skiers. Next is Border Security Force BSF. To man the international borders of India with Pakistan, BSF was raised with headquarters in New Delhi in 1965. It now has over 186 battalions, including 3 national disaster relief battalions, 5 major, 11 subsidiary and 3 minor training institutions. BSF is a peacetime role, which is to promote a sense of security among the people living in the border areas, to prevent trans-border crimes, unauthorized entry into or exit from the territory of India, to prevent smuggling and any other illegal activities on the border, for anti-infiltration duties, and to collect trans-border intelligence. BSF's wartime role is holding ground in assigned sectors, limited aggressive action against central armed police or irregular forces of the enemy. Maintenance of law and order in enemy territory administered under the Army's control, guarding of prisoners of war camps, acting as guides to the Army in border areas, assistance in control of refugees, provision of sectors, and performing special tasks connected with intelligence, including raids. Next, the Assam Rifles, raised as Chachar Levy primarily to guard the alluvial plains of Assam from the hostile tribes inhabiting the surrounding hill tracts in 1835. It is the oldest central paramilitary force. It has contributed towards assimilation of the people of the northeast into the national mainstream. Their long association with the region reflects in the force being fondly called the Sentinel of the Northeast and also Friends of the Hill People. It functions under the Ministry of Home Affairs and has its headquarters at Shillong. It is deployed in the northeast, guarding the 1,631 km Indo-Myanmar border also. Next is the National Security Guard, NSG. It was raised in October 1985 as a federal contingency force under the MHA, Ministry of Home Affairs. It consists of 53% of the personnel drawn from the Army, while the Central Armed Police like BSF, CRPF and ITBP contribute 47%. NSG's motto is Sarvatra Sarvottam Suraksha. Next is Central Reserve Police Force, CRPF, was formed in July 1939 at Neemuch, Madhya Pradesh as the Crown Representatives Police. It was renamed as the Central Reserve Police Force after independence. Every year, 21st October is observed as the Police Commemoration Day. On April 9, 1965, a small contingent of CRPF successfully fought and repulsed an attack by a Pakistani brigade at Sardar Post, Gujarat, killing 34 Pakistani soldiers and capturing 4 of them alive. In this incident, 6 valiant CRPF men also laid down their lives, and as a tribute to the saga of the brave men, CRPF celebrates 9th April every year as Valor Day. The CRPF has also been deployed internationally at Kosovo, Haiti and Sri Lanka. For the first time in the history of United Nations, a full women's unit of CRPF is posted in Liberia as part of the United Nations peacekeeping mission. Important to remember. It has 10 Cobra units, a specially trained force to fight the Naxal menace. CRPF has 2 disaster management battalions at Pune and Ahmedabad. Next, Rapid Action Force. In 1992, 10 battalions of CRPF were reorganized and converted into the Rapid Action Force, RAF. The personnel in RAF are trained and equipped to be an effective strike force in communal riots and similar situations. RAF is located at 10 communally sensitive locations across the country to facilitate quick response in case of militancy and communal issues. RAF has been also deployed for UN peacekeeping in Haiti, Bosnia and Kosovo. RAF dealt with mammoth human congregations, Amarnath Yatra, Jagannath Yatra, etc., combating Naxal in LW left-wing extremism affected states, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, Odisha, Bihar, West Bengal, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh and Kerala, as also guarding vital shrines like Ayodhya, Kashi, Mathura, Vaishno Devi and Raghunath Temple of Jammu. Next is raised in 1969, Central Industrial Security Force CISF is providing security cover to domestic and international airports and fire protection to industrial undertakings and also to atomic power plants, space installations, defense production units, mines, oil fields and refineries, major seaports, heavy engineering steel plants, fertilizer units, hydroelectric or thermal power plants, sensitive government buildings and even heritage monuments like the Taj Mahal and the Red Fort, and also iconic private sector units. Next, the Sashastra Seema Bal SSB guards the Indo-Nepal and Indo-Bhutan borders. It came into existence under the name Special Service Bureau in 1963. It builds people's morale and inculcates a spirit of resistance in border areas in NEFA, that is Northeast Frontier Agency, North Assam and North Bengal, hills of UP, Himachal and Jammu and Kashmir, Ladakh. Their area of operation has been extended to other border areas in Manipur, Tripura, Jammu, Meghalaya, Sikkim, Rajasthan, Gujarat, Mizoram, South Bengal and Nagaland also. The role of SSB includes to inculcate a sense of security and spirit of resistance in border population, promoting national awareness and security consciousness, and organizing and preparing border population to resist enemy. Very important. Next is civil defense, includes any measures not amounting to actual combat, the fight, they don't fight, for affording protection to any person, property, place or thing against any hostile attack, whether from air, land, sea, or any measures taken for the purpose of disaster management. The training of its organization is carried out in 3 tier levels. The training of master trainers and specialized training is conducted at the National Civil Defence College, Nagpur, and team or leadership training is conducted at state civil defence institutes. Training of the volunteers in civil defence organization is conducted at local town levels by trained trainers in the form of short-term programs. J. Home Guards. It is a voluntary force in December 1946 to assist the police in controlling civil disturbances and communal riots. The role of Home Guards is to serve as an auxiliary to the police in maintenance of internal security. Help the community in any kind of emergency, for example, an air raid, fire, cyclone, earthquake, epidemic, etc. Help in maintenance of essential services, promote communal harmony and assist administration to protect weaker sections, participate in socio-economic and welfare activities and civil defense duties. Home Guards may be of 2 types, rural and urban. As an auxiliary to the BSF border wing, Home Guard battalions have been raised in the following border states, which are Punjab, Rajasthan, Gujarat, Assam, Meghalaya, Tripura and West Bengal. Next is fire services, which is a state subject and has been included as a municipal function in the 12th schedule of the Constitution of India. It is the primary responsibility of the state governments or the municipal bodies under them to enforce the National Building Code and allocate sufficient resources for strengthening and equipping fire services to ensure the safety of life and property of citizens within their jurisdiction. I am sure we will keep revising this video because all these are very important for the forthcoming exams. See you with the next video on law and justice soon. Please subscribe, like, share and do press the bell icon for updates. Thank you for viewing and best of luck.